And good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Ultimate Admiral, the Age of Sail. We are doing the American campaign set on the hard mode, and we had just in the last episode fought the Battle of Norfolk, and kept it in the Americans' hands, keeping it out of the British. Keeping it from the British at a high cost to our own men. But it was another major victory scored by the Americans, by the young nation. So the burning of Norfolk is over. After assuming command of Norfolk's land forces, the British naval invasion were utterly defeated and their ships were forced to withdraw. There is some small damage to the town from fires caused by the shelling, but the ports around Hampton Roads will be open to continental shipping almost immediately, and trade revenues will grow dramatically. We gained 9,000 money, 6 reputation, and 1 more career point. As you can see, our total now is 27,000. And we have now 27 career points. Not career points, but reputation points. Now, kind of looking at the red down triangle like a stock market symbol. Overall, it looks like the stock went down. As it kind of tries to break down, our funding was 4,500. Fleet minus 39. I don't know if this is for the entire stage. I think we've net lost money. I think that is the factor there. But just something that came to my attention just now. We haven't spent anything yet except for before the burning of Norfolk battle. We did upgrade our troops. Now that's what we need to do right now is we need to recruit our lost men. We did lose a lot of officers again. The Virginia loses their captain. We lost our second in command. I think, I forget his name. But he was a good one. I wonder if there's a way to find that. It would have been nice to look at the guy's name. I don't know if it was Melk or it was Payne and someone else, 2 officers that had high ratings that we lost. Unfortunately, the names of our former officers escape me. So we need to hire some more officers. We need a second command for the USS Catherine. Also, if you are joining the stream, I am open to suggestions for renaming the HMS Alderney and HMS Lion and the HMS Unity. Although we might actually scratch that. We might send that to the Admiralty to gain 5 more rep points. Now that I think about it, we have 2 troop transports right now, and I think that's all we really need at the moment. So we may give that trophy up to the Admiralty for the greater good. So USS Catherine needs crew and a second in command, second and third officers. We have Elab Fillmore in reserve. I think he is recovering from wounds. We also have some men recruitable. A new Alden Payne, who might serve us very well. He has very high dexterity. Why don't we hire him? Unfortunately, Elab Fillmore is very weak in some traits there. So why don't we hire or recruit someone else? Aluda Lightstar. I think we're just going to hire him for the name Lightstar. And we need to hire some crew members as well. So we can hire up to 197 crew, bringing the weight of the vessel to 505 total. Why don't we don't have enough weapons. We do have a A ton of trade muskets. Good, better reloading. Dragoon Combine. Bad in melee, but very good fire rate. The Carbine 56. Infantry Carbine. Which will cost us a little extra here. Again, not very good melee, but awesome reload rate. Maybe something. We want maybe something with a little bit more oomph in melee. We have access to the Sea Service 38 musket. I think this might be a good quality musket that we will purchase for the crew. USS Virginia needs a new captain. Do we have any second officers on either the Doria that might serve as good captain? The Earlston. Actually, Dawes is a very good. He's developed himself. It might be better to have him on one of our frontline ships. So I think we're actually take Dawes off the Earlston and make him the captain of the Virginia. He should be in our pool. Oh, I have to dismiss him and then upgrade. We'll officially remove him as the captain. Then we can go back to the Virginia and assign him. There he is in the reserves. We're going to assign Dawes to captain the USS Virginia. And then second in command. Is that Joy? Philo Joy? And we'll hire him as second in command. And the third, Bonnie. Benja. Bonnie. Not very good stats, but we'll keep him there. The Vengeance needs a second in command. We lost a lot of officers in that burning of Norfolk battle. But this gives us opportunity to recruit some new men, such as Elijah Greenleaf. And we need to hire more crew for the Virginia. Again, we are capped by the weight of the vessel that they can hold. There are upgrades that you can use to push that higher. They have the Sea Service 38 musket and bayonet, and we'll keep those weapons. Let's see, the Vengeance. Bartolomeo, the captain, he's done a very knock-up job on the Vengeance. And we have Eleazar Davis captaining the Doria. The Alderney and Lion are on mission right now. Earlston now needs a new captain. Let's assign Elijah Polk, maybe. He has very high willpower. So a new captain of the Earlston. The Danube. Eleb Stiles is captaining the Danube. Those are the two troop transports. Looks like they good places for young captains to earn and improve their abilities on those troop transports. And like I said, I think we are going to add the HMS Unity to the Admiralty and gain the 5 ret points there. Make sure, double check our crews on the Doria and the Vengeance. And okay, it looks like we're all good there. Let's take a look at training or technology for a moment here. So maybe researching Spanish weapon supply will give us access to Spanish-made weapons. French weapon supply, access to French weapons. What about boarding equipment? Basic boarding equipment. Deal more damage, take less. This might be good to research. Improved set of boarding equipment adding modern pistols and blunderbusses to the crew's firepower. Significantly increases boarding equipment. Now, what I'm unsure of, is that something that we have to assign to this ship? It looks like we might have to. Now, considering the Catherine is often used for boarding, it might be a very good idea. It's going to cost $2,000 to do it. Let's take a look at our missions. It looks like we are going to do the naval blockade next. There's also the Nantucket raid, or Nantucket defense of the whalers. This is actually the two missions. So these are probably the two missions we're going to accomplish in this episode. We must control the coastal shipping in the blockade. To fund our navy and assure our mutual defense, we must be able to collect tax on our maritime trade. This requires us to patrol our waters and blockade any loyalist smuggling attempt. Sink or seize a few loyalist vessels, and the rest will get the message. Enclosed, you will find a map of a known route frequently used by loyalists, protected by the British fleet. Sinking loyalist shipping will sink loyalist belief in Britain's ability to protect them. Moreover, if you take prizes, so much the better. So you can see the map here. We can put 4 of our ships in line there. It looks like there's only 2 British ships there. This might be a good scenario to capture more ships, and we can use our 4 frontline troops. Doesn't look like in this stage there's any more landing missions, so we could assign our 2 troop transports. All right, only a 60% chance of success there. So that's a side mission here. We have 1 assigned right now. The Boston Logger, with an 89% success chance rate, which we have 2 ships assigned to that task right now. I'd like to assign more, as many of these possible, at a decent rate. We can earn more money and reputation. So I wonder, can we afford like a cheaper ship? We have 17,000 gold right now. I don't really want any more troop transports at the moment. But we have this 6th rate sloop of war available, but at 22,000 gold, so we can't afford it. We do have the career point. Admiralty's assortment. I think I'm going to add 1 more point to assortment and apply that to that. I don't think we have any more access to ships. Maybe that will kick in next round. We could try selling what's in our armory. We'd like to buy 1 more ship. We have 2 of these Army brass cannon. Naval weapons. No guns available. Alright, well, it doesn't look like we can assign... I don't want to assign the ships yet to that task at only 60% success rate. We'll hold them in reserve for now. We'll do the naval blockade, and then we'll figure out what we can spare for the Nantucket mission, which we can only use 3 vessels in the Nantucket mission anyway. So let's do the naval blockade, and let's get started on this one. So the Catherine, the Virginia, Vengeance, and Andrew Doria. So 92 guns and 619 crew members. They have 2 ships On the map, I don't know if more British ships will arrive and how strong. These men are loyal to Britain, but they are still American. It is difficult to board a countryman's vessel. We have been chasing these loyalist ships for 2 hours and now have them in cannon range. We must do our duty. Let us capture these merchant vessels and prove to the loyalists that they cannot outrun us. Alright, let's pause this really quick. So fleet retreat is the goal. At least one must be fulfilled. Okay, I think I understand. This one, if I remember this campaign correctly, or this mission, we just have to capture one of these transport ships, which is relatively easy, but the British do start to arrive with heavier ships. And it's very easy to get distracted by trying to take all the ships. So I think we can definitely take I think we can take both these ships, the Fame and the Diamantina, and then you get out of there. We'll see. We'll see exactly what will happen after we capture these two ships and see what else arrives on the map. We're going to ungroup our ships. So like the Vengeance can easily take the Vengeance. Let's see, the Virginia and the Vengeance should be able to take the Fame, and then we'll send the other two after the Diamantina. We're going to have to go a little bit against the wind. I think the Virginia is a clunker of a ship. It's the slowest of our ships. The Catherine's a little bit, although it's a little bit bigger, it's faster. We're going to set to grape shot just to kill the crews. It'll be easier to board and take the ships. Actually, Catherine might have to take on the Fame. The Virginia will come in to cut off the Diamantina. You got the wind coming out of the northwest. Oh, we're not at full sail. So the Fame throws some shots at the Catherine. You can tell the Vengeance and the Andrew Doria are definitely smaller, but much faster. I imagine the Fame, the HMS Fame, is pretty quick. So it'll be tough for the Catherine to close in. Now, the thing is, the Fame is probably going to try to protect the Diamantina. So let's, Vengeance will target the Diamantina, and there will be the ones tasked with boarding her. The same thing with the Catherine. You can see the Fame can pull away from the Catherine, it looks like. So it might be tough for the Catherine to get in close enough to board her. Alright, now we're going to try to match speed with the Diamantina. That way they can grapple See, they killed 2 crew members. Now, there's only 4 crew on the Diamantina, so the Vengeance should be able to board relatively easy. You can see the Fame now sees that the Vengeance is getting close to boarding. You can see there's another British ship now on the map. We'll take a look at that in a second here. See, the Vengeance is slowing down, trying to get into and grappling now with the Diamantina. The crew looks spooked. And they are boarding. Vengeance is boarding. A volley of grape shot to really send the message. Vengeance is boarding. Vengeance is boarding. Alright, and they boarded. Let's pause this for a second. Alright, so they boarded. And now we have captured Diamantina, which is one of the goals. So it's one of these 3 ships. That's all we got to do. And get out of there. Oops, the Catherine's about to ram the Fame. Didn't really want to do that. Let's take a look what is gaining on us right now. They're pretty close. The HMS Evade. She looks like a powerful ship there. So I think we're not going to want to screw around with her. I mean, the Catherine and the Virginia might be able to take her with the assistance of Vengeance and Andrew. But I don't know, with a crew of 280, which is almost twice the size of the Catherine. Oh, almost, not quite, but she only looks like she has 1 deck. But there's also 2 more ships on the way, so I think we're just going to get out of here. But I would like to try to capture, I want to capture the Fame first. So we're going to try to capture the Fame and get out of here. Which would be the Diamantina and Vengeance. The Andrew Doria and Vengeance can get out. They're fast enough. They'll be able to outrun the British vessels. Let's see if we can't get support Catherine taking the Fame. Catherine, for some reason, thought it was wise to ram the Fame. The British are like, what are you bloody doing, ramming us? Oh, I forgot to match speed. There we go. Come on. Looks like the wind might have changed, or I've turned around. Did not change. Ah. We want the Diamantina to get out of there. The Fame turns around, so she's just inviting us to capture her. Well, she's crushing the sails of the Catherine, so I see what they're trying to do. They're going to try to slow the Catherine down so that the bigger ships can catch up to us. So I don't have to make a quick work here and get out of here. I really want to get the fame. Let's see. Actually, let's turn the Virginia around so she can. We're gonna put a round shot on so that if the evade gets too close, the Virginia can at least slow her down. You can see all the holes in the sails. They were using chain shot against the Catherine. They're trying to get away. You can see, looks like the Vengeance or Andrew Doria shooting up the Fame a little bit more. Catherine's having trouble actually boarding the Fame, though. As you can see, the Marines on the ship firing in point-blank range. You can see the evade is gaining ground. The Virginia is trying to kind of shadow the Catherine here. You know what? We really need... Let's see. Nope. See Andrew Doria maybe coming on the other side of the Fame here. Fame just too fast. They break the grappling hooks of the Catherine. And the evade is approaching us. Like, what's going on here? What are you guys doing? What is happening? Look at the Fame. Again, we're facing the wind right now, so it's almost pushing. The Fame's trying to turn around. There, we throw the grapples again. The Catherine grappling with the Fame, trying to reel her back in. They're having a real tough go of it. Virginia's going to try to stalwartly hold the evade at bay. They're actually going to open fire on her, too. There we go. Now we've got you. Now we've got you. I'm actually going to anchor the Virginia right in front of the Catherine. Alright, finally boarding the Fame. Let's hope that this attempt to capture the vessel doesn't cost us. Should probably be paying attention to what's going on here. Did they board yet? No, they still haven't boarded. Ah, there we go. Alright. So they're on the Fame is captured. Now we gotta get the F out of here. Let's get the wind to our advantage here. Look at the evade. Alright, Virginia, you go. You can go now. Virginia's going to take some hits. Good job, good job. Some good hits there, good hits. Go, go, go! Let's see how bad that volley hits us from the evade. Let's see what kind of damage they do. Light damage, that's for sure, so... I really don't want to be around to try to fight the evade. So we're gaining 7 knots. Almost 8 knots from the Catherine to Virginia, 8.6. My concern is is the Catherine's sails too damaged? So we want to get behind the wind as much as possible to gain the most speed. So the Virginia is a slow ship. They're at 8.6. Catherine's at 8.3. So we just have to be faster than the Evade. And we also have distance. We've managed to separate ourselves from her. So moving pretty fast. We might want to switch the chain. And any kind of shots we are able to get on her and slow the Evade down. So if we can slow the Evade down ourselves. Well, she's moving pretty quickly. Wind change to the east. I speeded up the game a little bit because these little chase missions tend to drag a little bit. Wow, the Evade is moving pretty quickly. Not gonna lie. She's gonna zigzag around to get some shots on us. Looks like the Virginia's actually moving a little bit faster than the Catherine. Yeah, sail damage is like 79% on the Catherine. I wonder if we can use... Might send the Andrew Doria in support to us as well. So we're going to bring her back a little bit. Also, we got to protect the Diamantina as well. So the Evade might actually be trying to get back the ship that they lost. We have to protect the ship that we just captured. And Virginia's going to turn to face the Evade. Be like, okay, I see what you're trying to do here. We try to hit their sail. Nice 13-13 on their rigging and sails. Anything we can do to slow the Evade down. Alright, don't run into each other. Ah! There's a whole bunch of other... Yeah, there's the HMS Dauntless, the HMS Fury. Yeah, if we would have tried to stick around and get tangled up with the Evade, we would have had a whole mess on our hands. Make sure we're all moving. Yeah, the Diamantina is just slow. It's just a slow ship. The Vengeance has retreated. We'll pull the Catherine over. She'll get some shots on the Evade. Yep, nice. Hitting her sails. Hit her sails. That's good. Slow her down. Looks like the Catherine can get Get some more shots there. Just lobbing up some metal at the evade. The evade's really gaining on the Virginia, though. And the Diamantina. We actually gotta make sure we protect her. Catherine's still able to get shots off at the evade. Just keep hitting the sails. So that blue bar is the sails. You can see that Catherine lost almost probably a third maybe of her. Yeah, where it's located right here, 79%. It's almost a quarter. The Fame has retreated. So we captured the Fame successfully. The Virginia taking some hits. I am bringing back the Andrew Doria just in case. I feel like the Virginia and Catherine are doing the job. Keep clicking on the Diamantina and giving her the wrong orders. Alright, here comes the Catherine. Some long distance shots. Wind change to northeast. Alright, so we're at the map edge. You can see the Andrew Doria is now retreating. So we'll just, looks like we'll be safe from the evade. We evaded the evade successfully. Ooh. The Dauntless gaining much ground. Alright, so we captured successfully the Diamantina. And the Catherine should be getting away now. So we are victorious in the naval blockade. Let's see. Alden Payne promoted. White Star is promoted. Joy promoted. And Eleazar Davis all gained promotion on their first voyages, first mission. Gained the 2 ships and some other equipment. Alright, very nice. Now, do we want Wheelock? Elijah Wheelock. Yeah, we'll assign him as the new captain of the Fame. Second officer. I want someone actually with high combat or high strength. There's no one really that good. How about David Philippe? So now what we've done, we've added to our... We might be able to buy another ship. We've added to our fleet, which means we'll be able to do another side mission for sure, and maybe 2 side missions. But let's take care of our crews first. Let's add crew back to the. Did lose some men here on the Catherine and the Virginia. I like to keep optimal crew. The Vengeance, 111. Now you can add, we can add more than optimal to the vengeance. Andrew Doria, I don't think, lost a man on that mission. We could add more actually, yeah, we could add more soldiers to our ranks there. We don't need to right now. Although I'm wondering if that would make a difference to the missions at all. We do need a crew for the Fame, a whole new crew. We can do 120. We can do more than that. I like these Charleville model 1728 with the bayonet. Just, I mean, it's always nice with a good melee weapon, especially for boarding. Their max speed is 10.4. So not the fastest, not the slowest. This might actually be a good ship. So we give them bayonets, give them a little extra crew. This might be a good ship to be like the boarding ship, because they'll be fast enough to board most ships, and they look durable enough to like take some hits. We'll give them with a good melee weapon. Give them some extra crew so that they can actually board. Alright, we'll try that. So let's go back to the campaign map. Alright, so, oh, we got an award! Really good. Navy Good Conduct Badge. This medal is awarded to ordinary seamen serving in the Continental Navy who have distinguished themselves in the face of the enemy, placing their life at risk. It is men like this on whom our nation shall be built. All right, very cool. So the naval blockade, we met the British transport Diamantina, encounter and favorite on open seas. We captured the vessels, we only captured the one, and returned them to friendly ports openly to show the loyalists that the seas are closed to them forevermore. The ability of our government to properly tax trade will ensure we are properly paid. And we do have a career point. We can spend it maybe on crew training, crew healing, crew recruiting. What about crew healing? What about officers? Officer training, officer recruitment. Ooh, increased availability of officers. Actually, we're going to do officer training. So 1 point in officer training, so they will increase their skills more rapidly. And you can see our 2 medals over here that we have already. Already have the badge of military merit. And what other ships are available? We could purchase the Dauntless, but I don't know if we have any. We would be able to afford the crew and weapons, though, after purchasing the ship. So I don't think we're going to actually do that. We can assign, we have naval patrols and commerce raider. So we already know we can only assign 3 ships to the next mission. And it's going to be the Catherine, Virginia, and Vengeance, most likely. Actually, we might assign the Fame. So I think that's actually what we'll do. And then Commerce Raider, we're going to assign the Andrew Doria. So with the Andrew Doria and Danube, there's a 73% success chance. And then we'll do naval patrol with the Vengeance and the Earlston, 68% chance. Well, I wonder if this naval, if we have a better chance at this one. A 75% chance. And then we'll leave the Catherine, Virginia, and Fame for the Nantucket mission. And that's how we're going to do it. So the Nantucket mission. The island of Nantucket has been a center of incredibly lucrative and dangerous whaling industry since the 1670s. It is home to a strong fleet of whaling vessels which are valuable to the American economy, but which the British covet because they would make excellent patrol craft for the British Navy if captured. We have agreed to Massachusetts' request to use our ships to protect and guard the island of Nantucket, if at all possible. Starting immediately, we will begin a routine patrol in the area where whale sign has been spotted and the fleet is amassing. There too will be British. The value of these ships to our nation and the threat they pose if the British capture them makes their defense top priority. You can see, so 4,500 and 7 rep points if we achieve the mission. So why don't we go ahead and move forward with the Nantucket, protecting the Nantucket whalers. So the Catherine, Virginia, and Fame. And it looks like we have 2 other vessels with us here. And then I think the whaling fleet, 3 other British ships. And when we begin our mission here, for God's sake, what the hell are they doing? Head to battle. If they wish to hunt our whalers, we shall hunt them. Ha. The hunters now become the hunted. All right, let's see the situation. You got the HMS Dennis, Sybil, the HMS Lion, and HMS Cruiser. HMS Lion? I thought we already captured her. We have... So, no, we don't have... we have 4 ships. They have 4 ships to our 3. And the whaling ships. What do we want? How do we want to do this, though? Do we want to... I mean, we can... What if we just take out one of their ships, like the Dennis, and then take the other, and try to take the other 3? I'd like to capture as many ships as we can. I mean, we have these other smaller ships that are helping. I'm going to go over by the Dennis and the Sybil. You can see the Raven and the Pequod are trying to defend the Edgemont. You're going about 8.5, 9 knots, 10 knots on the Fame. So we will use that strategy where the Fame will come in and take one of these ships. Probably we'll try to get the Dennis. The trouble is the Catherine and Virginia are going to be slower than these ships. A lot slower. Now the Sybil and Dennis, oh, are they trying to... Looks like they're going to try to link up with the rest of their fleet. Well, we gain control of the Edgemont. So it looks like the AI, the British, it looks like the British fleet, they're going to combine their forces, which we were hoping they'd stay a little bit separated. I mean, we do have these smaller vessels that are going to assist us. Oh, the Otter. They've got the Otter in their crosshairs. See, the Fame is now moving at about 12 knots, trying to close in on these British ships. So I'm going to stay with the wind for now. Alright, we got the cruiser in our sights. They seem to be venturing away from their pack. So we got the Fame trying to get in close to the cruiser. I set the Catherine the round shot. Same with the Virginia, just to really maybe shock these other the British ships a little bit into like, yeah, you messed with the wrong whaling fleet. The cruiser looks a little bit too fast. finally getting in on the cruiser. Cruiser looks a little bit bigger than the Fame, too. But the Fame has a boarding team specially designed to take ships. Let's see what's going on here. All right, here we go. Catherine and Virginia getting in close on the 3 other British vessels, the Dennis, Lion, and Sybil. See how the Fame's doing. They can't seem to get boarding. They're probably moving too fast. Might be the problem with the Fame trying to be a boarding ship. They're just too... They're not as large as the cruiser. Or not as... And not fast enough either. Alright, the Catherine... Sybil's taking on some damage. I don't know if that was from the previous fighting. I wonder if we've lost probably 7 men on the Fame. What if we switch to chain shot to slow the cruiser down? Cruiser turns away. Still got to pay attention to what's going on here. Actually, the Catherine is more interested in the Sybil now. Switch the chain. You are now in my sights to be boarded. How's this going? Fame still trying to get on the cruiser and struggling. Oh, but the cruiser's starting, the morale on the cruiser is getting very low. They're wavering. Catherine's slowing down to get close to the Sybil. Virginia is trying to just let the Dennis know you guys aren't going to get away with messing with our whalers. I need to get in on them there. Catherine and the Sybil is getting very worried. Alright, yep, there we go. So the Catherine's getting close to boarding the Sybil. The Fame is still struggling with the cruiser, though. Alright, the Sybil has surrendered. So that should make boarding her easy. Lost a lot of men on the Fame, though. Catherine board. All right, so Payne, Officer Payne, should be boarding the Sybil now. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. Or maybe I didn't have to do that. Alright, so the Sybil is in our hands. Back to this other fight going on. Let's see what the Virginia can do with the Dennis. And if the Fame can ever get on the cruiser. But the Fame looks like they're taking on a lot of damage now, too. So I might... I think I might disengage there. And then try again. We're gonna swing around here. So we're gonna watch. Now the Fame's in jeopardy of taking too much damage. Alright, so Sybil is in our hands. Let's get the Catherine back in. Alright, Raven out of the way. We gotta get the Catherine back into the fight. I think I might just have the Virginia board the Dennis. Dennis is still a little bit too fast. Maybe I should have been using chain shot though to slow these faster vessels down. Alright, what's going on with the Fame here? Yeah, I got chain shot now. So the Fame is roll. They're going to try to slow down the cruiser and Lion the best they can without getting themselves destroyed. Be careful because it's 2 against 1. The Fame's not that strong. Alright, how's the Virginia doing? They're almost they're grappling with the Dennis, so that's good. Where's the Catherine? So we can get the Catherine to support the Fame. Oh, we can even get the Sybil involved. Alright, the Virginia is boarding the Dennis. Heavy hand-to-hand fighting. Commander Dawes is killed. No! Oh, he was turning out to be a very good captain. Oh, Dawes. Captain Dawes is killed in battle. Another Pyrrhic victory. Alright, gotta get the Catherine now. Virginia now can help with the cruiser and the Lion. Fame's taking a lot of damage. Probably should. Hull damage is still at 73 though, but morale's at 35. That's the issue. They're gaining low morale. Cruiser looks like they're turning around a little bit there. Now we got like everyone after the two British vessels now. Where's the Dennis? You can help. Uh-oh. The Lion is retreating. I don't know if we lose. Do we lose the scenario if they retreat? Here comes the Catherine. Still have 152 crew. Looks like the Lion is coming back into the game, though. The Pequod has retreated. I got 3.5 minutes to take the Lion. Egmont has retreated. So the whaling fleet is protected. Can we get there in time? So I'd really like to take them both. I think we can. Slow down though. So this should be an interesting firefight. Catherine getting up on the Lion now. Uh-oh, Lion slipping away, it looks like. We slowed down too much. Ugh. Looks like Virginia's getting in on the cruiser. They might, oh, they're already grappled with the cruiser, so it looks like we'll be able to take the cruiser. But the Lion is slipping away. As the Catherine's just too slow. I guess chain shot it is. We need to get them chain shot. Did you capture her? Not yet. Alright, Virginia is boarding now. The Fame's taking on a lot of damage. Alright, so the cruiser has surrendered. So Virginia is able to captured. But the poor Dawes is killed in action. Enoch Dawes. And he was developing into becoming an extremely good commander. Very disappointing. Philo Joy, though, the sub-lieutenant, his stats are improving. Doing good. That's good. Way to take over responsibilities. Now we got to get the Lion. I don't know if the Lion is in full retreat now or what. All right, we got to get the Fame out of there. Fame's morale is too low. Catherine just needs to get. Now we should be able to get in close now on the Lion, but this is going to take some interesting maneuvering as we're coming in at an awkward angle, and they're on the edge of the map, which is kind of making things a little silly. The Lion has severe mass damage, and we are grappling with the Lion now. The Catherine is coming in close. Let's switch to grape shot. And we are boarding. Heavy losses, though, in this scenario. John Paul Jones, good job. And Lieutenant Payne captured the Enoch Dawes, though. But Alden Payne is promoted, Philo Joy promoted, Wheelock promoted, David Philippe promoted. We capture the 4 ships, the Dennis, Cruiser, Lion, and Sybil. The Dennis looks like the most powerful of the 4. It looks like we are going to at least keep that ship. Nantucket mission is completed with major victory. Our ships entered the sea area where whales were reported and found whalers, and English people there. We faced them and beat them down. The rest of the whaling fleet is safe, but the ship Pequod has been lost. I thought it escaped. Its captain, Ishmael Ahab, which appears to be his nom de jour for some reason. On his papers, his name is Richard Keith from Stonehaven, Scotland. Ahab is hostile to the English and was sworn in as officer in our Navy before the ship sank. In addition, he brings back with him what remains of his seasoned crew. We are very happy to have such seasoned captain in our fleet, and I pity the next British ship that he meets. Alright, very good. Add the Dennis to the fleet. The Lion and Cruiser to the Admiralty. Maybe we'll keep one more. Cost us 10. That'll give us 28 rep points. Oh, I mean, they'll be good for those side missions. Need a captain now, though. Stephen Terry. Don't see why anyone else would be better. Lone Star, Martin Lone Star. Just for the name. And we are going to add the Sybil to the fleet as well. So leaves 27 rep points. I don't have any officers to recruit, though. Alright, and we'll give them a crew. We already have some guns. They are repaired. So can we assign... Okay, we can still assign these ships to these side missions. So the Dennis, we got that one. So there. Boston Lager, and then we can do the Catherine and Virginia on naval patrol. So those side missions are all filled out, and then we can hit next stage, I believe. Yep, I think that's all. Next stage. Alright, the enemy commander has contacted me and is offering to pay a ransom for safe return of his captured men. Inform the commander that his offer has been accepted, with that 236 prisoners will return for $12.98, or release the prisoners on parole for 1 rep. We're going to do the rep. So now we have 48,038 rep. Let's see how the side missions went. Naval Patrol, we disembarked. No damage. We gained 4,500 men, 4,500 gold. And sunk the HMS Firm. Gained 5,700 money in this mission. Light damage to the Sybil, Dennis, and Fame. While the enemy suffered heavy damage on all ships. Commerce Raider. Ooh, Commerce Raider. Thanks to information provided by our friend, we intercepted a heavily loaded convoy bound for New York and eliminated the escort, all in a very short time. The morale of the crew is high, and the men are thinking about what to do with their bonus. John Bolton. So nice job there. 8,500 money and plus 6 rep. The other Navy patrol mission, 5,700 in money. Good day for the revolution. Boston Lager. Samuel Adams very happy, giving us 5,700 money and another 6 rep. So very successful chapter, I believe, in that campaign. Continental Congress awards us the USS Hancock. And so in the next month, 1776 of April, we have the Battle of Rice Boats. So that's the land mission, the raid on Nassau, which is a amphibious mission, which will be the first, I believe, amphibious assault that we will need to try. And then the Battle of Yarmouth, a large naval battle, all coming up in the next chapter. We will not play any of these in this episode, as this episode is winding down. I do want to take a quick peek at the Navy itself. All our ships do need some repair, though. Most of our ships need repairing. We will do that in the next episode. But you can see the USS Hancock, 44 gun, 5th rate Unity class frigate with the 9-pound Armstrongs and a second deck, 6-pound Armstrongs. And we will probably move our Admiral John Paul Jones to the Hancock. And Dawes would have made a great captain for the Catherine. Still sad that he had lost. We've lost some pretty good officers in this campaign. Let's see what's available to us in the Admiralty, too. The Darwin, the Dauntless, the 6th rate sloop, 6th rate Porcupine class corvette, which looks interesting. 26 guns. Both look interesting. Actually, the Darwin looks the most interesting. Potential buy there on my part. Naval weapons. Kind of guns are available to us? Only 6 and 4 pounders, which I think we'll have to research the newer guns to gain better cannon for our ships. We don't have any career points to spend. All right, well, I do appreciate your time this afternoon in the latest episode of Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail. Very cool campaign there. Very good chapter. Gained lots of ships. Our Navy grew quite a bit in that campaign or that chapter. So I hope you come back for the next one. It should be very good. We'll probably start off with the amphibious landing. We'll probably have to play around and improve our troops. We might actually have to buy another transport. We'll take a closer look at that in the next episode. Until then, I do appreciate your time. Hit the like button if you so choose. I would appreciate the support. Thank you very much. You have a very good evening. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you.